We have learned something very important since the days that I served in Vietnam.
Serving in the United States military gave me a perspective as well, even in the reserves, although I did not serve in Vietnam.
You're at full responsibility, but do you think you owe people an apology for having misspoken?
No. I regret that I misspoke.
We've had 20 years of lawsuits, and yet during the time that he has been in office, we are one of only 2 states in this nation, Michigan being the other, that has actually had a net loss of jobs. It's striking. 20 years later, we have less jobs since he's been in office. I would ask one basic question to the Attorney General. How many jobs have your lawsuits created?
And if I may answer that question, Tom?
It's your rebuttal.
Our lawsuits, our legal actions actually create jobs because businesses actually welcome competition and a level playing field.
You know, the one thing I was going through the interviews with you, and nobody's asked this question, and I'm just dying to know, and I know you'll have the answer. What law did the AIG executives break when they took those bonuses that were mandated by a legal contract?
The AIG executives did not themselves break a contract.
So then why were you going after them?
Well, we're not going after them.
No, you were.
We're going after the bonuses.
Yeah, well, it's their bonuses.
We're never going after the...
No. Their bonuses, sir. They are their bonuses. They earned that money. What right, what law did they break that gave you the ability in Connecticut to go after those bonuses?
Well, let's take it one step at a time. The money they received came from us, the taxpayers.
Oh, I know how this works. I'm asking you, sir, you're the Attorney General. I'm asking you for the law that they broke that gave you the ability. Are you not the defender of the law in Connecticut?
The law that they broke is the law that requires that they serve the public interest, that bonuses,
what law is that?
Are paid.
Wait, what law is that, sir? You're the chief law enforcement officer. What law is, say that again, I don't recognize that law. It sounds like a good policy, it sounds like a good rule of thumb, but I'm not sure I recognize that law. Could you give that to me again?
Well, you know, again, these funds belong to us, the taxpayers.
No, sir.
Why should we
look, you know what you've done? You know what you've done? You are an insult to George Washington, sir. George Washington made it very clear that we are a respecter of laws, not of men. For your own political gain, you have decided to go after these people at AIG because it is a popular thing. And while I may agree with you that it is obscene, I would like to know, sir, not what's right as a rule of thumb, not what makes us feel good. You, sir, are to protect people and to stand for the law in Connecticut. So again, I ask you, sir, what law gave you the right to go after them? What law did they break?
Well, I think you're wrong in the basic premise. We're not going after any individual. We're asking the United States...
the Attorney General.
Let me finish. You have to let me finish if you want to know what law I'm talking about. We're asking the United States of America, our federal government, to ask that this money be returned or pursue it because they were undeserving of it. Now, I'm not enforcing a law against them. They were undeserving of it.
What right do you have to say the people that worked for $1 a year, sir?
To people without services being performed.
Let me ask you this.
The law here relates to the Wage Protection Act of the state of Connecticut, which was used unjustifiably as a reason why the bonuses would not be returned. So the law
that is so much bullcrap, and you know it,
Connecticut.
Sir. You know, yes, it is. That is a very good reason to say that they were wrong. Excuse me, sir, you better let me finish. If I have to let you finish, you'll let me finish too, sir. Unless you're going to come and threaten me, because I do live in your state. Are you going to investigate me? Are you going to come and break my door down? Are you going to come after me for anything that I've done because you disagree with me or because it might be popular? Or are you going to stand for the law, sir?
My opponent has a very different approach. He would take us back to the policies that led us to these problems. I would give people a middle-income tax cut now without holding it hostage to a tax cut for the wealthiest 2% in the country. Create jobs. Small businesses create jobs. 70% of all jobs, new jobs, are created by small business, and my plan would aid small businesses in creating jobs by targeting those tax cuts to small businesses, tax deductions, tax cuts for new hires, payroll tax exemptions, startup costs to be deducted, a series of measures.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.